Hey there, welcome to the channel. This is going to be my first video of hopefully at least a couple. Today I'm going to be reading Zero Fox Hime. My expectations aren't the highest, but I think it'll be fun. It doesn't seem like something super heavy, and I'm kind of looking for that right now, so I figured it might be nice. Now, I did play a little bit of the beginning to mess with the audio because it's free, but if you're gonna get it, just immediately turn everything down because it is super loud. So hopefully I got the audio right, but let's see. Birdsong arises in the forest at dawn. The avian skipping merrily across the roof is nature's way of telling me that a new day has begun, and the sunshine has driven away the fear of the dark. Regardless of whether I could sleep well, I still have to get up to work every morning. Preach, man. Last night, there were rustling noises that sounded like a wild animal brushing against the foliage, and creepy shadows outside my window from time to time, leading me to keep a watchful eye on my place until I fell asleep sometime later. There's no running away from work and death in life. I rub my eyes to clear the drowsiness and grab the equipment I need for my work, grumbling to myself. Then, my eyes fall on the damp illustrated book of animals on the desk. My mentor, a well-known naturalist, gave it to me as a farewell present. Unfortunately, it became wet by accident yesterday. Therefore, I can't use it for now. Whoops. Once the preparations are complete, it's time to open the creaky wooden door and greet the bright sunlight outside. The weather's so nice today. I don't know if I'll voice act. That might be a little cringe. I'll feel it out as I go. If I hang the book outside, the sun will probably take care of the dampness in no time, although it might leave a few water stains. Life is so hard. I step into the forest, complaining about my rotten luck lately. In fact, I shouldn't be here, walking for miles every day to draw pictures of plants that look rather similar to one another and noting down their features with obscure terms. The thing is, when my mentor asked for someone to do a field assignment deep in the mountains for a year to replace a pupil who was about to graduate, and it came with a stipend, I volunteered for it without thinking. Back then, the only thing going through my mind were the words 35 yuan per month, because it was quite a tidy sum that would allow a poor student like me to live well. And this is where I stop. I actually looked this up. At least for people in the US, 35 yuan is like $5.20, which I worry for this guy. Living off of $5 a month is, I don't know how you could do it, but yeah. Money makes the world go round. I have the funds to lead a comfortable life now. Unfortunately, there's no one except the occasional bird to keep me company in this place. As I work on a blank part of the map that my predecessor left for me, noting down the area until it's filled with details. What? There's so little we know and so much to discover. We've spent thousands of years to figure out the shape of our planet, so that we could explore the boundaries between land and sea. And now, how many years will it take to understand every landmass, along with the flora and fauna in existence? I should go back early today. Wow, it's really pretty. I really like the art so far. I closed the sketchbook after checking on my pocket watch. My mentor expects me to send the work logs to him tomorrow, given that I've been here for 6 days. I still need to sort out the manuscripts. As I rise to my feet, a few seeds drop on the ground, catching my notice. Bad luck for them. They're not going to take root and sprout, although they should serve as good research samples. My handkerchief. I dig in my pockets for the piece of cloth to wrap the seeds, but they're empty. I forgot. Then I tear off a piece of paper from my notebook to use as a substitute. Well, he's not going to explain. By the time I return to the cabin after backtracking along the trail of markers I left on the way here, it's sunset already. Wow, that's pretty. I didn't enter the structure, though. I went to the nearby river to check on the creels I've set up beforehand. My predecessor taught me a trick that involves lining up the wicker baskets with their openings facing upstream so that the fish won't escape once they swim into it. He said, this kind of fish is an exceptional delicacy in the mountains, and his predecessor had told him the same thing. Oh, I should have given him an old man voice. Okay, next time, if he talks more. It seems the river fauna has an influence on the cabin being set up here. It's been 2 days, and yet there's nothing at all? That's weird. The creels are completely empty. Worse, one of them is damaged, and the ruined container has bite marks from some sort of animal. I sure do hope it's not a fox Hime 0. Bear trap? Don't tell me something is watching me. My predecessor didn't mention anything about the wild beasts in the mountain when he passed the assignment to me. Since I can't determine why my basket broke, I have no choice but to bring it back to the cabin for now. I cough loudly before going inside. Not because my throat is itchy, but I want to give myself some form of encouragement and scare the wild animals away if they're hiding somewhere. The place is exactly the same as I left it this morning, though. There is no sign of a break-in, leading me to relax a bit as I put my bag and creel down. Jeez, I can't read. I didn't catch a single fish, so it looks like I'll have to settle for vegetarian food tonight. God, I'd kill myself. The wild vegetables I picked on my way back, and the potatoes stored in the cabin should be enough to make a simple dinner for myself. After the meal, the place gradually turns dark. I light a kerosene lamp, illuminating a small area around my desk at night. Then, I retrieve the manuscript in my bag to write my work entry for the day, describing the flora and fauna distribution. Basically, every living thing I've seen today is recorded on paper, along with the air pressure, temperature, humidity, and altitude. Man, my guy can just tell that. Wow. Again? Something moved, breaking the silence at night. I stop my work and listen intently. It sounds like something is scratching against a wooden surface. Next, I get up and head to the window, as quietly as possible, but there's nothing unusual outside. Then, I look around to make sure that the door is barricaded and the window is sealed. As long as there's no large animals, I should be safe from intruders. Did the light attract an animal or something? I return to the desk and resume my work. Ugh, it's morning already. I slowly open my heavy eyelids, although the place is the same as before. It seems all the strange sounds I heard over the past couple nights were just false alarms. Unfortunately, it gave me so much trouble that I could hardly sleep. I mean, I'm being real. I don't think I'd worry too much. No, I guess he's valid. If there's like bears or something, never mind. It's time to get up. Today, I have to go down to the mountains to a nearby town and send the progress reports to my mentor. From my experience, I need more than 5 hours to get there. In other words, I should set out now, or else I won't be able to return here before nightfall. Yeah, never mind, he's pretty valid. If it'll take like 5 hours to walk anywhere, if he dies or gets hurt up there, it kind of wraps. Okay. When I set out in the morning with the rosy clouds above, he's singing. When I set out in the morning with the rosy clouds above Body Mountain, I shall reach Yunling 100 miles away and back in a day. That's not... that is not how that goes, and I don't think it's... English is a weird language, man. I've been living in the mountain for a week like a caveman, but now that I can finally return to civilization, I'm so happy I can't help but waving my walking stick while humming a tune. Am I 80? I'm a geriatric now. Okay. And the birds around me are chirping along as if they're singing a duet with me. Life in the mountains isn't too bad, barring the solitude, cold air at night, and threat of wild animals. There are leafy trees, lively birds, or cute, clumsy squirrels. No, never mind. He's cool with me. It would be perfect if I have a junior... Okay, god damn it, man. It would be perfect if I have a junior female student to work on the assignment with me. God. Right after I said it. After a 2-hour walk, I finally reached the foot of the mountain with a road leading to town, which was built to facilitate postal transportation of goods and mail, including my work logs that will be sent from the post office to the capital thousands of miles away. Oh, maybe it's like, maybe actually like way back when, like in medievalish times. No, or I could be. I won't jump yet. The road is in poor condition, though. Besides the postal service vehicles that operate daily on fixed schedules, the only traffic is the occasional carriage taking a shortcut. Yeah, it might be. Okay. If I can't hitch a ride, I'd have to walk along the road for 3 hours. Now that the sun has reached its highest point and there are fewer trees along the roadside than in the mountains, I feel thirsty and my legs are feeling sore. I should rest for a while. I put my bag on the ground and sit under a shady spot before gulping some water in my canteen. How come there's no carriages on the road? Huh? No sooner have I started to complain about the sound of a horse-drawn... No sooner have I started to complain than the sound of a horse-drawn carriage arises in the distance. Hey! Hey! I jump to my feet and shout, waving my arms in the hopes that the people in the carriage would take notice. Oh, today's my lucky day. Rattle sound effect. Suddenly, there's a jolt and the carriage... Holy shit. There's a jolt and the carriage tilts to one side. Something black is rolling in my direction. Do I die? Oh, what? The thing rolls to my feet before toppling over like a drunkard. A wheel? The carriage stops, and several men emerge from the vehicle to see what happened. I believe this is your wheel? I roll the carriage part towards them. Hey, that's our wheel! Okay. A man takes the item from me. He seems like the carriage driver. Why are you here, young man? Are you going somewhere? Maybe I can't do a British accent. I'll try for him, though. A well-dressed, scholarly, middle-aged man steps out from the group of people. Apparently, he's the carriage's decision-maker. Yes, I'm headed to the nearby town, but you're, I want to ask them for a lift, but I can see that their carriage is broken. I'm not giving him a British accent. Don't worry, it won't take long for us to repair our vehicle. We can take you there if you don't mind waiting a little while. Well, in that case, thank you so much. Not at all. My name is Wang Jing, and you are? Ooh, a name. Just call me Yan. Yan, what are you doing all by yourself in this remote country road? Well, I'm a research student specializing in natural history. Last week, I was tasked with continuing the work of my predecessors at an observation post in the mountain. Today, I'm heading to town to send the work logs to my mentor, so here I am. I see. The fact that you're doing research in this subject at such a young age is nothing short of amazing. You flatter me. I just happen to major in this field. I'd also wanted to do research in natural history in my youth, but I didn't do well enough in my studies to fulfill my dreams. Oh shit, poor dude. Is that so? By the way, who is your mentor? It's Professor Lee. Oh, you're Professor Lee's student. Please forgive me for my ignorance. Actually, I'm just a junior student under him. You're too modest. Since you're Professor Lee's student, I'll see that you're well taken care of during your time with us. You don't have to go through all that trouble. I'm just heading to town to send my research reports. Don't worry. My father is a friend of Professor Lee, and he would probably like to catch up on how your mentor is doing lately. Well... What voice did I give? Master, the carriage is fixed. We can go now. The driver interrupts our conversation while I'm wondering how to turn down Mr. Wang's hospitality. Oh, okay, Yan. Let's resume the journey. You may have to put up with a minor inconvenience, though. Why? Well, the carriage doesn't have much room left. Do you mind sitting next to the driver? Of course not. I'm really grateful you could give me a ride. Oh, that's nice. The fatigue from the heat seems to be gone, thanks to the cool wind and steady hoofbeat rhythm. I told them not to take this road. I've had a bad feeling about it. The driver mutters under his breath as I try to make... Oh my goodness, I can't read, dude. The driver mutters under his breath as I try my best to steady myself on the bouncing carriage. Are you talking to me? What? No, I was talking to myself. Oh. Oh my god, I'm so awkward. Thank you very much. Please drop me here. Here? God. Upon entering the town, I tell the driver to drop me off as I plan to walk the rest of the way to the post office, but he seems troubled. What's wrong? You're going to the post office, aren't you? We can take you there. His response is rather puzzling, although when Mr. Wong pops his head out, I realize the driver is just following orders from the carriage owner. Eh? I wouldn't want to impose on you. It's pretty troublesome. It's along the way. Oh, why don't you join us for lunch at my place and tell my father about Professor Lee? The thing is, I need to go back early. Sorry. Oh, don't worry. Our driver is just running some errands in the afternoon. He'll give you a lift home when the time comes, all right? Well, okay, if it's not too much trouble. I was close to saying yes when he asked me to join him for lunch, as I haven't had a proper meal for a week. When he offered to give me a ride back to the mountain, I had no reason to turn down his hospitality. Yeah, he's been eating vegan for the past week. Maybe there's good vegan food. Dunno, haven't tried. After lunch, Mr. Wong's father, Wong Ji, asked about my research in the mountains. Although I had no significant achievements, I told him about my predecessor's discoveries to satisfy his curiosity. After all, I didn't want to give him the impression that I was simply here for food. Thus, we talked at length until it was late in the afternoon before I could take my leave and board the carriage. I've heard you live in the mountain by yourself. The driver opens his mouth after stealing the vehicle for some time. Yes, I have to stay there for a year, although I might become a caveman by then. I see. Be careful. The place has something sinister, and you'd better not go too deep into the forest. Something sinister? What do you mean? Were-foxes, oh my god. And I nearly laughed at his serious tone. Were-foxes? You're kidding, right? They're just legends, unless you have some proof that they exist. Of course I have. The senior Mr. Wong you met today is a famous scholar, but he left his job in the capital not long later to live in this small town, even though he had a big house in the capital, you know? And he's not married to this day. What? Okay. He's not married? He's Mr. Wong Jing's father, isn't he? Master Wong Jin is his adopted son who currently works in the capital. Although he's quite a busy man, he visits his father from time to time, which has been hard on him. Still, what exactly does that have to do with were-foxes? Rumor has it he went to that part of the mountain like you when he was young, but he was bewitched by a were-fox and lost his soul to end up like this. That's why I told you to be careful and avoid going too deep into the mountains. Were-foxes have a tendency to bewitch humans by offering great fortune and feed on their souls in exchange. Shit, man, Wong Jin seems like pretty sad. I don't know, might be kind of preach, man. Senior Wong Jin didn't seem like a man without a soul, though. He looked hale, hearty, and he asked a lot of questions, too. Well, he was putting on an act because he would stare at the ceiling in silence all day when no guests are around, which is kind of creepy. Huh. Perhaps he was just thinking deeply about something. God. I'm that type of protagonist, alright? And scholars like you are really stubborn, but you'd better take heed in any case. Sorry, I didn't mean to refute you. A folktale like this is often embellished and passed through many generations, which is almost impossible to dispute it with science. I'm telling you this for your sake. Yeah, okay. I'll watch myself. No worries. I accept his advice instead of arguing with him. After all, there are other dangers beside werefoxes in a mountain forest. Please draw me here. Okay. Farewell, young man. Yes, take care. Thank you for the lift. I'm alone again. Now that it's close to dusk, the birds in the forest are quiet, possibly due to fatigue as I make my way back. Speaking of werefoxes, I do remember coming across foxes in this part of the wilderness. A fox Hime 0, perchance? They're small and don't wander in packs like wolves, though. Basically, they're not a threat to humans. I wonder if it was a fox wandering around my cabin. The small animal tends to come out at night because he has good night vision. If only I have a dog to guard the cabin. Dogs and foxes are canine, so they probably aren't going to attack each other on sight. Is that how canines? I don't know. Unfortunately, a strong and reliable pet is quite a big eater, maybe even more so than me. If I spend all my wages on dog food alone, I don't think it's enough. The cabin comes into sight after walking along the familiar mountain trail for some time. Wait, something's wrong. Man, that was really pretty though. The door's open. There's no one living in this part of the mountain except me. That means... I quicken my pace in fright. Then my eyes fall on the frying pan with some firewood. Then my eyes fall on the frying pan with some firewood below upon reaching the clearing in front of the cabin where I usually cook my meals. It'd take a large animal to open the door. Then I take the pan. Oh, get active. Ooh, say hello to my kitchen utensil, whatever that is. I creep up to look through the window, but there's no wild animal. The place is quiet and deserted, save for the sounds of crickets outside. The small wooden bed has my blankets strewn on it, and the books on the shelves are at their original positions. Even the Annals on Streamflow, a book about river geography in China, is sticking out of the shelf in the same position as I left it this morning. It seems the cabin is clear. Yo man, you gotta check for bugs though. You have no clue how long the door's been open. I guarantee you already got an infestation. I relax and push the book fully back onto the shelf. What happened really? The wind couldn't have blown the door wide open. Besides, the door bolt doesn't seem to be damaged. Could it be a burglary? There's no missing items though. Eventually, my eyes fall on the desk, which has the illustrated book and some red fruits on top. Hold on. I left the book on the clothesline in front of the cabin entrance before going out, didn't I? Come to think of it, it was empty when I approached the cabin just now, too. Who brought it in for me? A garden spirit of the mountains? Yeah, man. Not the... Okay. As for the fruits, upon closer examination, they're edible raspberries. I place the small fruits back on the table and feel through the book to see that it's dry. Perhaps a passing villager collected the illustrated text for me and gave me some raspberries. Apparently, this part of the mountain isn't such a remote place as my predecessor described. Whoever came here didn't seem to have any bad intentions, though. I return the pan to its original source and sort out the stuff I brought back from town, including the reading materials that my mentor sent to me. When I'm done, the place has a golden hue in the evening. I'm living like a hermit compared to my student days in the university, or rather, more like a caveman. Enough brooding. It's time for dinner. As I eat some dry biscuits, the broken creel comes to mind, which upsets me because I have to fix it. Oh my god, dude. Get to the fox girl already. No, that I'd feel... I think I'd be thrown out of the story more if she were just shoved in here. I think it's fine to establish characters and all that. I take it back. I'm just impatient. After all, I can't just live on dried provisions. Ugh, it's broken here, and there. I'll need some rattan. I'll need some rattan to fix the damaged basket. And something moved out of the corner of my eye at the window. Oh god. When I peer outside, all I see are flickering shadows from the trees. It's a little creepy. Sheesh. Why didn't my mentor send 2 students for this assignment? It's really scary to live here all by myself. I complain about my predecessor while stealing a glance at the window to see if there's anything outside. Being stationed this deep in the mountains? Ugh. No wonder my stipend is so attractive. Suddenly, two pointy shadows pop up at the other side of the window. But it's moved out of sight before I could take a closer look. What? They look like a pair of ears and a small head. Probably some sort of small animal. Dude, I'm gonna call this. It's not the cover fox girl. It's just gonna be a normal fox. It's gonna be a normal fox. It's a fake out. Then tomorrow night, a real fox comes in. No, wait. The normal fox, turns out, it's the were-fox. She can just, like, transform back and forth. I promise you. I'm very confident. I do a quick mental recap of all the common, medium, and small-sized animals I've seen so far in the mountains, and none of them are aggressive. Meanwhile, the shadow has come out again. It's still around. I should be able to do something about it since it looks like an animal with a curious nature. If I leave it alone, it might be risky. After all, I've put my cooking utensils outside that would give me a headache if they're damaged. Okay, here's the plan. There's a blind spot behind the bookshelf from the window. I must have left it there. I get up and walk towards the shelf, pretending to look for something. I think I remember putting it here. I talk to myself to draw its... Okay. I talk to myself to draw its attention as I head to the back door from behind the shelf. See, here's my thinking. An animal is not going to get that. Unless it's not an animal. I might be wrong. No, I gotta have more confidence in myself. I'm gonna have confidence in myself. It's not gonna be the fox girl. It's gonna be a normal fox. But later on, when we meet the actual fox girl, she's gonna be like, oh yeah, you're the guy from the cabin that night. And it's gonna... Confidence, John. Confidence. Well, I should use it as my weapon. And catch the animal by surprise. God damn it. Okay, whatever. Oh my god. It's a young girl sitting by the window, leading me to freeze with my basket raised in the air because I didn't expect the thing watching me in a secret to be a human. She wears strange clothes and a hair accessory that looks like a pair of ears. And a tail? Who are you? What are you doing here? Where are you from? I seem to have scared her because she's not opening her mouth. Where do you live? I decided to soften my tone, although I'm still holding the creel firmly in both hands. Again, she's not answering me. Her facial expression has changed a little, though. Are you lost? Do your parents know you've run away from home? She seems to have relaxed a little after I've adopted a gentler tone. Then she becomes flustered. Oh, no, stop. Okay, not a fan of that noise. I thought I could get a reply from her, but she's just uttering some inarticulate syllables. What are you saying? She seems to have realized something as she digs in her pockets, startling. Oh, she's reaching. Hence, I step back and hold the queer. Oh my god. I'm a paranoid too. No. I'm an idiot, dude. If I was in a situation like this, I'd be killed. Like, who knows? She could be a threat. This could be something dangerous, you know? Whatever. Hence, I step back and hold the creel tightly in hand. Hey, stop. What are you up to? Don't reach. She retrieves a black thing and offers it to me, but I can't see what it is due to the faint moonlight, which leaves me but no choice but to keep my guard up for now. When I ask her to stop, her hand freezes in midair. What is that? The item in her hand looks like some sort of thin woven material. Why is she giving it to me? Why is she here? I have so many questions about the girl and the object. Oh, how am I gonna do this? She already has a voice. I don't know if I'll do it good. Alright, here's nothing. It's yours. God, that's horrible. I'm sorry, you guys. The girl's finally uttered something comprehensible. It's mine? Mm-hmm. How could it be mine? You gave it to me. I'm really sorry. Just bear with me. Oh, we haven't met before. Thank you. I'm returning it to you now. She's thanking me? Did she mistake me for someone else? Despite my puzzlement, she extends her hand again, which has a neatly folded handkerchief with a checkered... Oh, that's from earlier. It does look like the one I used to have with me. Upon receiving it, I notice it has some faded bloodstains on it. I think it's... Oh, yep, blood, that's me, yeah. I tried to clean it. There's a tinge of regret in her voice. I failed. Oh, don't worry about it. Sorry. How did you get my handkerchief? You gave it to me earlier. Her answer's the same. I never gave it to you. Let me think. I remember I bandaged an injured fox. Oh, at least she's blunt about it. I appreciate that. If she went a whole, like, a roundabout thing, like, yeah, you're right. Hey, I'm not that fox. Like, if she did all that, I think. I'm glad she's blunt. Thank you, Miss Fox Hime Zero. Her eyes are sparkling, which brings to mind what happened a few days ago. I was recording the geomorphic figures near a waterfall when I saw a fox falling into the torrent, and I saved it out of respect for all life. Hell yeah. The animal was drenched, and one of its legs was bleeding after scraping against some rocks. Therefore, I wiped its fur and bandaged its leg with my handkerchief. After my first aid attempt, I released the fox, which limped away and looked back at me from time to time. Have you forgotten? A voice brings me back to my senses. No, I remember dropping my illustrated book into the water when I tried to save it. Sorry, it was dry on the clothesline, so... Achoo! I sneezed involuntarily under the cold night wind, giving her a fright. Anyway, this is baffling. A girl claiming to be a fox? There are plenty of stories about werefoxes, but of course, I'm not going to believe them as a student of natural history. Maybe she has her difficulties, but at least I'm certain that she doesn't pose a threat. Come in for a little, okay? I have a lot of questions for her. Oh, she's animated. That's actually really cool. And the place feels considerably warmer upon closing the door after her. Then I tell her to sit down while I fetch her a cup of hot water. Here. When I offer her the hot drink, she's still standing stiffly, rooted to the spot. It's warm. And her behavior is amusing, not making fun of her. You aren't going to get yourself a drink? This is the only cup I have. My predecessor lived alone in this cabin with no prospect of seeing a guest, so there were only enough utensils for one person. Then you should drink it. Don't worry, I will use another container. I search around for a long time before settling on the rice bowl that I normally use to eat my meals. Upon drinking the hot water, it imparts a warm sensation, and the girl looks better too. She's not as stiff as earlier. Where did you pick up the handkerchief? I didn't pick it up. I'm the fox. Even if you wear a fox's ears and tail, you're not a fox, you know. You see, a fox is about this size. I indicate the creature's body proportions with my hands. Am I calling her fat? Holy shit, I am. And you're much bigger. Jeez. Then I show her another size. We should adopt a scientific perspective. Scientific? I'm not saying I don't believe you, but you should show me some sort of proof. What? What is proof? Well, that is something that confirms what you say is true. A physical object or event that really happened, for example. She begins to ponder over it. Then no, stop. Then she grabs my hand and pulls it towards her while muttering something. What? Here, the proof. Hey, what are you... I'm flustered. Then no. Then I realize she wants to just show me her leg. Nope, stop. It seems I misunderstood her. What a fright. When I see the fair and slender limb, there's a pink scar on it, although it's rather faint and it hasn't healed completely yet. Dude, I'm just scared my pro tag is gonna be like a weirdo. I don't think he is. I mean, I looked at the tags before I downloaded it and it didn't have anything weird, I think. I don't know, whatever. The fox had a leg injury too. Don't tell me it's her. No way. It must be a coincidence. I hate to say this, but your proof doesn't have much weight. Huh? What do you mean? Your leg is prone to injuries. In other words, it's not convincing enough. What? Oh. I guess he's saying, like, your leg can be injured too, so it's... okay. You're so hard to convince. You're quite likely to hurt your leg if you travel through the forest in such a short skirt. Give me a minute. She seems to be thinking hard. What is she up to? What does she hope to gain by getting close to me? I might be a poor student, but at least I... Oh, jeez, dude. Alas, I don't seem to have any qualities that could possibly draw a girl to me. Come on, man. Chin up a little bit, at least. Oh, what a miserable life. Dude. Yeah, I'm sorry for assuming, man. Suddenly, her tail sways from side to side. Every time I try to say something nice, dude. Wait. She can move her tail? How did she move that accessory? Perhaps it's some sort of machine? So furry. and warm. How nice. Oh my god, we're doing this. I'm gonna call this, and if it's word for word, I'll do something. She's gonna be like, what are you doing? You can't touch my tail. If you touch my tail, that means we have to get married. And my protagonist is gonna be like, what, married? Me? No one would ever. I can't get married. But she's like, oh no, you have to. It's Fox law. If you touch my tail, you have to get married. That's kind of far out, but I'm calling it, dude. Hey, what are you doing? I couldn't help touching her tail, although I withdrew my hand and she cried out in alarm. Don't touch my tail. Sorry, I wasn't thinking straight. Although I'm apologizing to her, I still can't help myself from reaching out to her. What? Although I'm apologizing to her, I still can't help myself from reaching out to her ears upon seeing it move. What now? She's on her guard, watching my hand, which stopped midair. Nothing. I rub my head in embarrassment. Although, I'd like to know how you made it. It looks so real. What? It's real. And growing steadily. At a rate like this since I was born. What does that mean? Really? If you can show me some actual proof, I'll believe you. Small mechanical devices like her tail and ear are very rare, and it'd take a highly skilled engineer to make them. Also, the technology is so advanced that it's kept a trade secret, so I want to goad her into telling me. Am I like a furry costume expert? That's new. Wait. She seems to have thought of something. Yay, she took the bait! Suddenly, there's a puff of smoke, obscuring my view before I could believe my good fortune. Okay, so my prediction is way off, I guess. Whatever. When the air clears, the girl has vanished and there's a small fox in front of me. Oh, that's it. I like this. This is a cool model. Dot dot dot. And dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Okay, are we gonna do this? What the? Oh, I like this. This is neat. I still can't believe it. I pick up the small creature to take a closer look. It seems frightened with drooping ears and moist eyes, sparkling like marbles. And then we meet each other's gaze. Yip. Suddenly, it's enraged with its ears erect and the fur on its tail standing on end. Because it's scratching me. Before I could react, the fur ball in my hands extends its paws, scratching my face. I really like that face. I quickly close my eyes and turn my head. Upon relaxing my grip, the small fox hops off and scurries towards the door, followed by another puff of smoke. She must have bumped into the door I've closed to keep the cold air out. She's back to herself again, wincing in pain with tears in her eyes. Oh my god, did I crush her? How hard was I squeezing? Ow. Are you okay? I didn't check my injured face. I want to see if she's hurt. Aw, so I'm a good guy. Her face is red, though. Don't come closer. And I've been rejected again, haven't I? Did you turn into a fox just now? That's your proof. Oh, jeez. I didn't know. As I approach her while giving my explanation, she's opening the door and keeping her eye on me. It's dark outside. Do you need... And then she runs out the cabin before I could finish. Aw, dude, I'm sorry. A lantern? I run after her, but she's long gone. The trees are rustling in the night wind, albeit louder than before. It looks like it's going to rain. That feel, that look. incredible. What? Well, no, that makes sense. That feet, that look, it's incredible. That must be true. How can a girl turn into a fox? Perhaps I've been living here by myself for so long that I'm starting to hallucinate. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Oh wow. What the? Oh wow, dude. Oh yeah. You have beam? Oh. I really hope this doesn't get like copyright struck. Goddamn. Okay. I get it. Oh my god, I get it. Jeez. That was really cool. I like that. Basic art. I think that's a decent amount of time. I really do hate to end it, like, once we start, like, once we actually got to, like, the main couple events. At least I think meeting the Fox Girl was, like, a main event. But it has been a little while, so I'm gonna end it here. So far, can't really give a judgment. Not much has happened, but the art is really nice. I really like the background, at least. And I think, like, animating the characters, that's pretty neat. The intro too, that's a really neat touch. I haven't seen that. Other than that, I am a little worried. Like, if my pro tag is kind of weird. It could just be like translation stuff. Obviously, like with the mountain singing thing earlier, like translation can be a little iffy. But I mean, pretty cool so far. That'll be it for the first video. Let's quickly. There we go. That'll be it for the first video. I don't want to end this like with the standard. If you like the video, make sure to hit that bell and subscribe button. I don't want to end it with that, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm doing this mostly for myself, I think. And I am planning on at least uploading this full series, so if you're looking forward to that, might as well stay tuned. And yeah, I will see everyone hopefully in the next one. Goodbye, have a good morning, evening, or night. Stay safe, drink water.